Just can you tell us maybe a little bit about yourselves, where you're from? Are you from Madison, or did you come into Madison for the inauguration festivities today?
Well, I came in. I am actually the new representative for the 90th Assembly District.
Gotcha.
So,
Congratulations.
Milwaukee, Brookfield. Yep.
What's your name, sir?
Paul Farrell.
Paul Farrell.
My wife, Amy.
Nice to meet you. Congratulations.
Thank
So, special session starting up here pretty soon. They're going to put you right to work.
Sounds like it. They're going to start right away, looking
Yeah.
at jobs and looking at trying to get the economy and the jobs back on track.
You're wearing a button there with, I think, the Fitzgerald brothers on it. Is that
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about that from the legislative side. What are you looking forward to?
You were at the party, not me. I wasn't at the party. I just got the pin.
What do you folks do?
We are beer wholesalers.
Beer wholesalers. All right.
Flat.
Normally they say that beer is very recession-proof,
Okay.
and however, it hasn't been that way for the last couple of years. We're actually taking a pretty big hit in our business and our industry. So
Is this the first inauguration ball you guys have been to?
yes,
What inspired you to come down to this one?
we're putting on a party.
Yeah.
Room G. What a better place for the beer guys to be, right?
Right.
Right.
Tell us why this particular inauguration brought you into Madison.
It's part of my new job.
Is that right? Which is?
Executive Director of a trade association.
What are you hoping to get accomplished in there?
I've never been to one, so I have no goals. I'm making an appearance.
Were you at the speech earlier today? I know you were outside.
No, I was outside. I read the speech online,
Uh-huh.
and pretty good speech. I want to see. Those folks are all from Milwaukee. I think most of those folks outside were from Milwaukee, but so they talked about 12,000 jobs being lost, and it was 12 actually, 12 jobs. It was.
What? Now, how many inauguration balls have you been to?
This is only the second one. I went to only one on Tommy's.
Okay. What goes on at an inauguration ball?
A lot of noshing
Yes.
and drinking,
Uh-huh.
networking,
Right.
gloating.
How, are these guys actually going to be able to get to work tomorrow if they're out
It
all night
It really
partying?
amazes me. I don't know how you do a speech and all that. I have trouble getting up and I go to bed after Matlock.
And Matlock's on at 9 in the morning.
That's my nap, my mid-morning nap.
Finally, what's on your lapel there?
This is some order Young Lennon. I wear this here I thought you would know what that was, Jason.
See what goes on here
What do you mean?
in the inside in the party. Yeah.
You know, I mean, a good time. We're all really excited, so
We're Republicans.
Yes.
Yeah. Happy, hopeful.
definitely happy. Very hopeful, well dressed.
Were you able to hear the speech earlier today?
Yes.
Is there a particular theme that you heard in the speech or that you heard throughout the campaign that you're particularly hopeful or excited about?
As a future law school graduate, jobs is very nice.
Okay.
Can you tell me about the dresses you're wearing?
No, because they're not all that great, but we are here and we're ready to have some fun. So,
Excellent.
thank you.
guys.
No problem. Thank you.
Are you the only Republican legislator from Dane County? Is that true?
To the best of my knowledge, I think I am.
We haven't heard a lot about farming from Scott Walker. It certainly hasn't been one of his marquee issues.
Right.
Is it something that you've discussed with him?
Not really.
Can you talk a minute about your tie? How you chose this one for tonight, and what other Wisconsin-themed ties you might have in your collection?
Yeah, we have I guess it falls into the category with the red ties, and the Badgers didn't win, but hey, they played a great game, and I'm sure a lot of us are still going to support the Badgers.
Did you
no matter
watch
what.
the game?
Yes. I think a lot of us would disagree with some of the play calling that maybe went on, but we had three strong running backs, but I don't get paid to coach, so I'll let the coach make those decisions.
Is this your first inaugurational ball?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. What brought you down here tonight?
Finally having a governor that has the same values that we have.
Is that right?
Finally getting that last crook out of office. That sums it up clearly enough for you.
Gotcha. Are you from Madison, or did you
No.
drive in for the event today?
Drove in for it.
Where from?
Baraboo?
Baraboo. Okay. Were you here earlier today, or just for the party?
No, just came in tonight. We both had to work. I am a physician assistant.
Okay.
And I'm an RN working the ER here in Madison.
Gotcha, interesting. So healthcare obviously is a huge issue.
Oh, you bet.
Are you hearing any particular things from the Walker administration that gives you some hope for your own industry? Yeah.
Of course, he's going to overturn that whole mess.
Okay.
We don't disagree with the health care for everybody. We would just like the health care bill to be about health care, and we don't feel that this one is. So
I'm always amazed at how few people you work with that seem to have a clue what's going on. And you bring up issues and it's just like, I don't care to think about it, or just too much to worry about, or I can't do anything about it, or whatever.
Have you ever considered running for office yourself?
Me, no. Kate, yeah, she's been so upset lately watching everything. She says, I'm going to run for office. I'm going to do something. And I said, well, I don't know. I don't think your lifestyle would ever stand up to the scrutiny that they do to every
Right.
politician that goes for office. I mean, who can stand up to that kind of scrutiny?
Right.
So, I don't.
So it's a thought. I don't know if it'll go anywhere. We'll see.
City council, school board, something like that.
It's a start.
Something. Just
You're the first guy we've gotten on camera tonight wearing a tuxedo. How does it feel to get dressed up for something like this?
Well, I did it for my wife,
Okay.
as you should say.
Okay.
So is that a rented tux? Or
No, it's a purchase.
how often do you get to?
Not often enough. He's fiscally responsible. He's like you and I, and he knows how to balance a checkbook. He realizes that jobs are being created by the little guy and the medium-sized companies, and I commend him for that.
He backtracked on that. He had to knock Newman out in the primary.
Right.
So he had to be more extreme on the right than he was. But then for the general election, he came back and reminded everybody that he did vote for Badger Care when it came out, and that he would continue to support it. So I think it was a political dance he had to do.
Yeah.
Get through the primary, then we get back to reality.
Is there something that you've heard in Walker's message that you're particularly hopeful about, that makes you a big supporter of his, or something that speaks to you more than maybe anything else?
The jobs pledge.
Are you a small business owner yourself? Or?
No, I'm freshly out of school and I need a job.
Gotcha. What are you hoping to go into?
Legal field, academia, one of the two.
Kinda, we're from the little town of Bear Creek, Wisconsin, in northeastern Wisconsin.
Okay, what brings you down to the inauguration? Just the excitement of the night? Or?
Oh yeah, just to say hello to Scott and Rebecca and meet old friends and have a lot of fun. And
which of the inaugurations that you've been to have you enjoyed the most?
hopefully this one.
Okay.
But I must admit, Warren Knowles, when I was a child,
really
had a really good one. So he's really got the right message. He's in tune with the people.
Okay.
We haven't had that for a long time in Wisconsin.
What do you do for a living?
I'm in the state assembly.
You're in the state assembly. I'm sorry. What's your name, sir?
Bill Kramer.
Bill Kramer, Jason Joyce from Isthmus. Do you have a new job now that the Republicans have taken over the assembly?
Speaker Pro Tem.
Is that right? Tell us about that. What are the challenges being Speaker Pro Tem?
Well, you know, when the speaker's not in the chair, I have to be, so I have to be paying attention, which will be different than the last two terms.
Now, some skeptics have said that this assembly, especially with the special session, you guys are going to have to get busy here in a hurry.
Real quick.
People are a little concerned maybe that, especially with the influx of new members, it'd be hard to get some discipline there, especially.
I don't think so. I think, you know, when you come in, when you're new to this, you're in awe. You're not acting up.
Okay. You endorsed Mayor Cheslevich in the election, election for mayor. Mr. Soglin jumped back in. Any handicapping going on your end?
No, you know, Soglin wasn't in at the time that the mayor and I spoke. I think it'll be a very vibrant conversation.
Gotcha.
And I think that'll be good for the community.
Are you from Madison, or did you come in town for the party?
For the party, from Milwaukee. I just think so highly of him. I just wanted to come out and wish him well.
Have you ever been to an inaugural ball before?
No.
I have
Tommy Thompson.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so what do you expect when you come to a party like this?
I expect to see a lot of friends.
Okay.
I expect to see people relaxed, away from their daily chores, and just having a good time.
Mark Block.
Gotcha.
I was the state director of Americans for Prosperity until 2 days ago, and now I'm the chief of staff for Herman Cain. So I think what you really got to look at is not just the governor's inauguration tonight, but look at what happened in Wisconsin on November 2nd. And And I would argue to anybody that what we did as a movement, as a Tea Party movement, was the reason that Wisconsin flipped more than any other state in the country. Take a look at the demographics. You got the Democrats, you got the Republicans, right? What the Tea Party movement did is brought the middle people, the people that didn't have a place to go, that didn't want to go to a Democrat function or a Republican function, that vast middle America that really got engaged this time more than any time in our history other than back in 1776.
Just wanted to, show my support. Scott Walker, I think, can really be a good leader for the state of Wisconsin. And I just want to let him know that my generation is right there behind him.
I want to talk about the party for just a second. In particular, your date is wearing a pretty spectacular dress.
She does look spectacular. She's beautiful.
Do you want to talk to us about, I'm not accustomed to going to events like this. What goes into selecting your wardrobe for the night? Just we buy the dress just for the party tonight?
You most certainly do.
She's kind of embarrassed. But she looks fantastic, doesn't she?
He actually brought like a dozen ties and about 4 shirts, and then I got to pick.
Nice. Okay, so how do you pick out what your guy's going to wear to inaugural? What's their criteria?
Well, it just has to match me. Okay. So I'm an artist and musician in Milwaukee. I have a degree in painting from Maya, and I'm just finishing up my master's in art education. And this week I just filled out all the paperwork for the National Guard, so I'm going to be working for Scott Walker. I'm going to go 9 weeks of boot camp, and an extra 2 months they want me to do human resources, so I'm going to extra school. And then, and then our commander-in-chief is Scott Walker. I don't have to work for the Doylet anymore.
You say a musician also?
I'm also a musician. I played in a rock band 10 years. I jammed a little bit at his party. Binky, Tunny, and the Farmland Chokehold. Go for the physical on Thursday, and then I'm getting out of Dodge.
Wow, where is boot camp?
It's probably going to be South Carolina.
Do you get to bring a guitar with you?
I get to bring nothing. I get to bring myself and my winning spirit. Are you guys with like the Fashion Network or something?
We work for Isthmus, so it's arts entertainment, politics.
Oh, I know you guys. Yeah, my band's been listed in the Air bunch.
Yeah, have you played Madison with the band?
Oh yeah, we played Madison once.
Where have you played?
We played at the Clinic quite a bit.